Genesis 33. Jacob looked up and saw that Esau was coming along with 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the two servants. He put the servants of their children in front, with Leah and her children behind them, and Rachel and Joseph behind them. But Jacob himself went on ahead of them, and he bowed toward the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. But Esau ran to meet him, embraced him, hugged his neck, and kissed him. Then they both wept. When Esau looked up and saw the women and children, he asked, "Who are these people with you?" Jacob replied, "The children whom God has graciously given your servant." The female servants came forward with their children and bowed down. Then Leah came forward with her children, and they bowed down. Finally, Joseph and Rachel came forward and bowed down. Esau then asked, "What did you intend by sending all these herds to me?" Jacob replied, "To find favor in your sight, my lord." But Esau said, "I have plenty, my brother. Keep what belongs to you." "No, please take them," Jacob said. If I have found favor in your sight, accept my gift from my hand now that I have seen your face and you have accepted me. It is as if, I have seen the face of God. Please take my present that was brought to you, for God has been generous to me, and I have all I need." When Jacob urged him, he took it. Then Esau said, "Let's be on our way. I will go in front of you." But Jacob said to him, "My lord, knows that the children are young, and that I have to look after the sheep and cattle that are nursing their youngs. If if they are driven too hard for even a single day, all the animals will die. Let my lord go on ahead of his servant. I will travel more slowly at the pace of the herds and the children until I come to my lord in Seir." So Esau said, "Let me leave some of my men with you." "Why do that?" Jacob replied. "My lord has already been kind enough to me." So that same day Esau made his way back to Seir, but Jacob traveled to Succoth, where he built himself a house and made shelters for his livestock. That is why the place is called Succoth. After he left Padan Aram, Jacob came safely to the city of Shechem in the land of Canaan, and he camped near that city. Then he purchased the portion of the field where he had pitched his tent. He bought it from the sons of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. There he set up an altar and called it, "The God of Israel is God." Okay, let's look at what is that? The God of Israel. Rather than translate the name, a number of modern translations merely transliterate Elohe Israel. It is not entirely clear how the name should be interpreted grammatically. One option is to supply the equivalent verb as a translation. The God of Israel is God. Another interpretation is the God of Israel is strong or mighty. Buying the land and settling down for a while was a momentous step in the patriarch. Okay, so just looking at the name there, I want to look at Succoth before we go. So I'm just picking names here first. We're going to do that, then we'll get into the text. The name Succoth means shelter, an appropriate name in light of the shelters built there. So he builds shelters, and he calls the place shelter. Also, he's sheltering away from Laban. He is sheltering away from his brother. All right, So let's go back to the beginning of this story. So we had last time, when we last left our hero, he was sending all of the sheep, herds, and cattle. Now the family is going. He divides them up as they march. Remember, he had them in the 2 camps. Now they're all marching forward to meet his brother. He is in the lead, and then he has the concubines, the wives, and their children, probably Leah's concubine first, then Rachel's concubine, then Leah, or maybe the other way around. It could be. Then Leah and her children, and then Rachel at the end. So he is putting them somewhat in order of prominence, with the most valuable to Jacob being in the lead and him being as far out in front as he can to protect them. So, yeah, you saw the stream title and came to lurk and learn how to not accidentally throw your brother in the pit. Well, you know, I'm trying to come up with better titles to get people to come in. I guess this one worked today. Okay, so he puts them all in front. He's marching them all over, and then he bows to the ground 7 times as he approaches. So one of the things that we have here is honor, shame. Honor, shame. And we don't fully grasp the whole idea of honor, shame. He is honoring his brother with the presents that he is sending to him. If his brother accepts the gifts, that means forgiveness has taken place. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why he is giving gifts. This is one of the reasons I think that he is genuinely remorseful, is because he is insistent on the gifts. Now, you could say, well, he's just trying to save his skin. If his brother forgives him, he doesn't really mean it. You could still be right. But he's sending the gifts forward. Now his family comes forward, but when Esau ran to meet and embraced him, hugged his neck, and kissed him, they both wept. And we pointed out last time that he was supposed to stay in the land until word was sent to him that his brother's anger had subsided. Here, he's coming with men, 400 men, when he hears of his brother coming. That doesn't feel like it's coming with love. Why would you bring 400 men with you, you know? And but he embraces him. Esau shows genuine love for his brother. He shows genuine love for his brother. Yeah, Jacob thinks his brother wants to kill him, and he is doing everything he can to try to convince him not to. Yeah, he absolutely is, and he is trying to get forgiveness from his brother. He is, and you might say he's buying it, but this is the ancient way of doing it. He is giving him gifts to make restitution, and so his brother needs to accept those for forgiveness and restitution to take place. So I don't know if 400 is significant. The thing I would look at with that, it's a good question. I don't know if 400 shows up as a significant number. But we have 300 men are with Abraham when Abraham goes and rescues Lot. We have 300 men of Gideon, although that happens after this. So what we could just be looking is let's look backwards. Let's not look forward. Abraham has 300 men and is able to take on kings and kingdoms and rescue Lot and take back what is his, essentially. Esau's coming with 400. So the number is greater than what Abraham had. That's about all I can get from the 400. It's great enough. And then also, he does not seem to be traveling with mercenaries. He is just family only. So he has been a shepherd. His brother was a hunter, so a hunter turned warrior is what the idea here would be, is that Esau, Edom, is a warrior. He has men coming. This is terrifying. Your brother has a chip on his shoulder against you, and now he's coming with 400 men. And you've just probably got, maybe a few guards, people able to protect yourself, and shepherds able to protect themselves with weapons. They're no slouch because they have to protect animals, but not necessarily combat ready. So, traditionally, Job is understood as the grandson of Esau. I don't think I knew that, Picasso, because I'd always heard that Job was a contemporary of Abraham. And I know the story is set that would be true. It doesn't necessarily make it true. So I've always heard that Job is a contemporary of the time of Abraham and may have been some connection with Melchizedek by knowing the true God. But Esau, that'd be an interesting thing. I'd be curious of learning more about that. Okay. So Jacob is bowed down 7 times. He is completely 7 is the number of totality, completeness. He is completely humbling himself before his brother. His brother runs and makes up. And then he looks up and he asks, who are all these people? And he gets introduced. And look at how they present themselves. They all come and present themselves as if they were approaching a king. They are all doing posture of putting Esau in the power of position. And Jacob keeps calling him Lord. To my Lord, if it please my Lord. He's definitely going along with that. Okay, the Septuagint version of Job, the Old Testament, the apostles quote in Greek, they preface Job by telling how he is a grandson of Esau. Okay, I've not read it in the Septuagint, but there we go. So then Esau asked, what did you intend by all this stuff? To find favor in your sight, my Lord. I have plenty. Keep what belongs to you. No, please take them. If I found favor, accept them, my gift in your hand. Now I have seen your face, and you have accepted me, is as if I have seen the face of God. This is a really interesting thing. He has allusion to the preceding episode. In Jacob saw the face of God and realized his prayer was answered. For therefore I have seen your face, like seeing the face of God, and you have accepted me. So he has been accepted by God, and now he is looking to be accepted by his brother. And this is, okay, seeing the face is not about just looking at a face. It is, I have been able to be in your presence. It is as if I have been accepted into the presence of God. So this is a thing unexpected for me to be welcomed by you, to be hugged and kissed. That is the thing I think he is referencing here. It's as if, so I know they're saying going back to the previous one, but it's a rephrasing of this. He did just see the face of God in that he encountered God and was there with him. And now he is encountering his brother in a way he did not expect either. So please take my presents that was brought to you, for God has been generous to me, and I have all I need. When Jacob urged, he took it. So at this point, Jacob should believe that his brother has his best interest at heart. He has accepted the gifts that he gave him. He has embraced and hugged him. Jacob, you should be at this point believing that your brother is genuine, and, you know, that's it. Now, Esau's like, let's be on our way. So Jacob has come out to meet him and escort him to his place. Okay, so that's what, Jacob sent word to his brother. His brother has come with an entourage to escort him back to his place. This is Esau extending hospitality. This is what you do for the stranger. This is what you do is you go to the person and you invite them in. So he may have been wrong in not accepting his brother, but he's still operating from, I think he is not the same anymore. He is cautious. He is indecisive. He is worried about the things he does costing his family dearly. That's what I think. He is. So he's going to become indecisive, inactive, where before he was always forward and manipulating and doing things. He is now going to be reserved. So watch that as we go forward. So he is still trying to get out of this by not going with. He still doesn't trust his brother, I think. Hey, you know what? The kids can't go. And there's nursing animals. Yeah, that's a ticket. Yeah, and if they get driven too hard, yeah, in a single day they'll all die. Yeah, that's it. They're all gonna die. And so we gotta travel more slowly. Yeah, at the pace of the herds and the children. See, and so yeah, we can't go, but we'll go to Seir. And then he goes, okay, well, I'll leave men with you. No, we don't need no men. You've been so kind. Men aren't needed here. We don't need any of them. We'll be okay. And so he convinces his brother, but then he doesn't go with his brother. He instead goes to Succoth. He goes there and he settles down. So he meets his brother, and he's just terrified. He just doesn't build the relationship. He doesn't go there. He could have went down there, had the hospitality of his brother. Yeah, that's the ticket somebody knows. John Lance. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name, but that's okay. So he settles down. He pitches his tent. He establishes there, and he buys a piece of land from Shechem's father for 100 pieces of money. So there we go. There's Genesis 33, following up on Jacob's encounter with his brother Esau. Bum, bum, bum. I haven't done that voice in a long time. Glad somebody knew it.